Hey YouTube! I'm finally going to make a video about how to install Ubuntu alongside Windows. If you saw my previous video about reinstalling Windows XP, you'll know that I have XP installed right now. And disclaimer, if you're going to install Ubuntu alongside Windows, install Windows first. Do not install Ubuntu first. Because if you install Ubuntu first, then you go to install Windows, you won't be able to boot into Ubuntu. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, also have a flash drive or a CD, whatever. I imagine if you are watching this, you already have your flash drive, media, or CD created. If you don't, I will have a link to how to create an Ubuntu bootable flash drive in the video description. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so, well, first turn on your computer. Have your flash drive or your CD already in there. And depending on how old your computer is, you might, if you have a UEFI BIOS, you might have to do some trickery in the BIOS to boot from a flash drive or from a CD. But if you have an older one, it's usually pretty simple. You just press F12 or F8, F2, whatever, and it'll bring up a boot menu. Then it'll give you your list of devices that you can boot from. Alright. So, I'm using a USB flash drive, so I will select USB device. And then it will ask me to continue or not. Yes, I want to continue. And now the process of installing Linux begins. Something that I failed to mention at the beginning of this video is that you can try Ubuntu before installing it. In fact, you can also just completely run it off of a flash drive, period, if you wanted to. So, you know, there's that. You can try it, see if you want to use it. Alright, so let's click on Install Ubuntu. I don't see why not. It just makes the entire process faster and less painless. To be clear, I clicked on download updates while installing and install third-party software for graphics, Wi-Fi hardware, flash, MP3, and other media, in case you can't see that. And now this is where you will decide. Let me zoom in to see, make sure that you can see this. Alright. It'll have your operating system or systems listed, and obviously I want to install alongside Windows XP. I don't want to erase the disk and install Ubuntu. I want to install it alongside Windows. But you can also click on something else, and what this will do is I don't really use it. I haven't used it, but you can create the partitions, and it's really not necessary. So let's go with install Ubuntu alongside, and now this is really simple. Let's zoom back out. Alright, this is really simple. You can choose how much of your hard drive gets allotted to Ubuntu. Alright, so let's give Ubuntu 200 gigabytes. That should be enough, right? I'm not really using Ubuntu for that much, and I'm gonna have a lot of Steam games on XP, so maybe 250. Alright. Let's be a little generous. and click on install. And yes, it'll tell you this can't be undone. Click continue. Now select your time zone. Apparently my time zone is Chicago's time zone. Okay. Click continue. English, yes. Unless you don't speak English, then select your language. Type in your name. Put in a password. And to be clear, you don't need to put a password. If you don't want a password, you don't have to have one, but I like to have one. And I don't know how secure you are, but you can always select encrypt my home folder. I like security, so click continue. Alright YouTube, I'm back. I'm going to try to finish installing Ubuntu. Okay, the process for installing it alongside Windows, I've already gone over that. And it kind of corrupted the hard drive. So, be aware that that is apparently a possibility that I have never come across, but well, it happened. So, if you're going to install it alongside Windows, just follow the steps that I just showed you. And now I will finish showing you how to install Ubuntu. Alright, so this is the screen that you'll get when installing it. It just shows you like some of the features and everything. It has a music player. It obviously has a photo app, and it comes with GIMP installed, which is a pretty good alternative to Photoshop. It comes with Firefox, and it supports Flash and Chromium, though I don't know why you would use Chromium. It comes with its own version of Office per se. It's called Library Office. I'm not sure how to pronunciate that. It's pretty good though, for being free. You can make a lot of changes to the operating system. I mean, not a whole lot more than you can do in Windows, but yeah, there's that. Anyway, let's wait for this to finish installing. And we're back. Alright, let's restart it and see if it actually works this time. Alright, here we are in Ubuntu. Is it about this computer? Oh, I was just in details. Oops. Alright. No. I was hoping that I could find where it would tell me how much space this hard drive has. There we go. That's not right. That's missing like 30 gigabytes. Well, that is for another time. Well, we successfully installed Ubuntu. Now, if you followed the steps that I did in the beginning of this video on how to install it alongside Windows, that'll work flawlessly most of the time. I'm not sure if my computer lost power or whatever, it just turned off and Windows XP started in safe mode with 200 gigabytes missing from my hard drive. So, you know, that was nice. So I tried to do it again. I got the 200 gigabytes back, but it wouldn't just add it to the partition. It had to be its own separate partition, and I wasn't happy with that. And I couldn't install it on said partition. So I was like, you know what? Alright, fine. I'll install it on my 500 gigabyte hard drive that I have in there. And that's when I found out my 500 gigabyte hard drive was bad. Yeah, so that was nice too. Anyway, that's how to install Ubuntu. I'm going to now reinstall Windows XP. And then I'm going to try to install Ubuntu alongside Windows XP again. And we'll see how that works. And stay tuned for more, actually, Ubuntu tutorials, period. I haven't done any yet. Unless you count putting it on a flash drive and installing it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you learned something, like. If you didn't, dislike, comment, and tell me what you think. Bye.